See, I understand Tom Cruise being liked in Germany. He's an international star. I don't understand me being liked in Germany. So I really want to come and spend time there and meet all the German people and ask them. And there was this beautiful lady who explained to me. She said, "You give us reason to cry," and so I'm like, "Okay, whatever the reason, as long as you love me." So I'd like to tell all the Germans if they're watching this show that I'll try and give you more reason to laugh now, hopefully, because I like people laughing and smiling. And when I meet people from Germany, like I'm meeting you, I feel like you are a part of me now. Now obviously years have gone by since that first reaction, and now when I see Germans coming here and all, I'm like, I don't find them Germans. It's no longer alien to me. It's like it's my people and I'm their people. It's like that, and it's really wonderful. I have an eccentric, strange family. Yeah. I had even my side from my father's side in Peshawar. They have one brother who used to dance on top of roofs. They think I'm like him because he was a little mad. He was brahmachari, which means he would never marry. Yeah, he was from childhood he decided there's a way of being in India, which means you don't marry ever. You remain celibate. You don't remain celibate, but you don't marry. You see a lot of girls, but you don't marry. So he was like that, and he was an actor. So they say I've got his genes. And he was, but he used to just act on roads, and he used to dance like women, and he used to do get-ups and go to people and scare the whole family, and which is what I do. Yeah, so yeah, it's in the family. We are a little genetically demented family. No, I can't explain it. I don't know myself. I wish I had known. And I have a simple way that I work. I just work very hard. I hear a lot of stories, and more than the story, I just like the people who are making a film, and I say, okay, I'll do it. I think, at least in films, creatively, the secret of the success is that uh, I just feel the goodness into it. I have no other reason. I'm not very calculating about the film that I'm doing. I'll be lying if I say I get sentimental about a film. That's why I do it. I would be lying if I say a certain topic touches me and is close to me. That's why I do it. I don't know. I just do it believing in a lot of goodness. And I say, okay, he or she believes it, looks very earnest about it. Like, I haven't signed a new film. I've had offers from some really nice filmmakers and some really nice and professional scripts, and I'm not decided. And then suddenly somebody will tell me, and that's why I do some films which go wrong also. I've never calculated what kind of film to do, and I think maybe that's why whatever the powers that be say, okay, he's doing it with a good heart, so let's just make it do well. I'm quite surprised with the kind of acumen I have for choosing scripts. I have lasted for so long, and that also. So I believe. I guess the people who I start telling everyone I don't choose the films choose me. So it's easier to answer a question like this. I don't choose them, they choose me. So and I just try my best to do it well, and it works. It has worked. Every year I end up having, God has been kind. Every year I end up having a film which does very, very well, and for years I've been on charts with the #1 film, #2 film, #3 film, and I'm like, okay. As a matter of fact, it's now strange if I don't make a hit film every year. So I feel like, so there was not enough goodness. So I try and be better next year and try to spread that kind of goodness. And I truly believe, I tell everyone, it's a little spiritual with me now. So I just, okay, this is nice, let's just do it. And I play it very easy. I don't concentrate too much, I don't think too much, I don't believe too much, I just do it. And it turns out right. See, when I was young, I started off believing I'm the best. And I said, okay, I can change the world with my acting. Then I became less silly and more intelligent and less stupid. And I realized that I'm doing nothing special. There is no rocket science to acting. And then I became a big star. So now I very pompously state, you don't have to give me a good role, you give me a role, I'll make it good. So I'm very confident about the technique because, like Noel Coward said, I know my lines and I don't stumble over the furniture. These are two things I'm very good at. As a matter of fact, some of the finest directors in this country, when they compliment me, they don't compliment me for the emotional content of my acting. They say he keeps good continuity. He's very good. If he's done this one time, he'll do it 100 times, exactly at the same place. So I don't fool myself into thinking that I'm a good actor. I'm not. There is nothing like a good actor. There is nothing like a great actor. Because you can't just suddenly say, because every time the product is new, the lines are new, the character is supposedly new. So how can you just make one statement and say, okay, this person is a good actor? It always has to be, did he play this well? Did he play this well? Did he play that well? So you can't make it a permanent thing that he's a good actor or she's a good actor. I think there's nothing like a good actor. We just go and say stuff and do stuff, and sometimes it turns well. Yes, I'm over 17 years, if my technique was not good, if I still stumbled over furnitures, then I'm a fool. So I don't stumble over furnitures. I remember my lines. That's the least I can offer for the kind of monies they give me to do act in films. But besides that, I'm not a method actor. I'm a weird actor, I think. I think of what should not be and do it. I have no enigma around my acting. I don't have any research around my acting. I don't have any secret around my acting. I want to demystify what I do. And what I do is just say my lines and hope. I also believe there's nothing right or wrong in acting. You just say something, and a lot of people say it's okay, it's okay. You hear a word from the director and say okay, it's okay. So sometimes I do a scene and I'm like, no, this is wrong. And the director says okay. And I'm like, oh, he or she felt okay. So it must be right. Who am I to decide? So I just let it go. I'm very free about the acting bit. I'm very easy. And as I'm growing older, I want to do less and less and less and internalize it more. Because when I was young, I was, like I said, very stupid. I wanted to externalize and tell everyone, look, what a great actor I am. Now I want to tell myself that I'm a beautiful people. So I want to do it less and less. But given my parameters, so you see an Om Shanti Om, it's completely there. Because that's the film. You see Chak De, it's here. Because that's the film. So I enjoy a film to film. And I can't say words like I discover myself with every film. I express my inner emotions. There is no mystery around my acting. I think anyone can act as long as you remember your lines and don't stumble over the furniture. I have a disease. I'm a workaholic, and it's like being an alcoholic. I just can't give it up. I've been unwell for 2 weeks, and I feel unwell, so I can't go to work. Because I can't go to work, I get worse. If I sit in one place, I'm stressed. The reason I'm not fidgeting too much is because I'm unwell. Otherwise, I hate sitting in one place. Some work has to be given to me. My wife and my children keep telling me that, you work 20 years round the clock. Why are you doing this? I don't think I need the money. I don't think I'm greedy for more fame. I'm doing okay. I can do one film in 2 years and be happy with it. But I'm just not happy. I tell everyone, if I'm not working, I'm depressed. So I don't know if it's a curse or a blessing. Maybe at the end of it all, when we die, God will say, did you work? I say, yes, a lot. Oh, damn, you go to hell because I didn't want anyone to work. Or it would be, oh, you worked. That's really nice because I wanted everyone to work. So I don't know. One of them is going to be right. But I just keep working. I think I have this fear that you have very few days in life and you need to cram it up with a lot of things. You need to fit it with so many things in it that you don't have space for life. It should be like that. When I'm not working, I get lonely, I get depressed, I get sad. I don't drink, I'm not a philosopher, I'm not a poet, that I like loneliness. I hate being alone. And I hate being with people at times. I'm unsocial. I'm very odd with people. So what happens is I have replaced people with work in my life. Because when I'm working, I'm with a lot of people. And there are people I can interact with because somewhere there is a wall that I'm not interacting with them socially. I'm interacting them through this common goal, that is the work. So I can discuss with her or discuss with him. And we are friends for that moment. Many of my filmmaking colleagues complain that after the film is over, you don't talk to us. I can't explain to them. I don't have anything else to say. I love you. I miss you. But I miss you through the work. I don't, I'm very fond of a lot of people. A lot of people I love like family. And I can't pick up the phone and talk with them. I can't socialize with them. I can't sit and chat with them. But when we are working, I can just be with them. So I don't know, work is sort of, I have replaced loneliness, depression and people with work. I'd get depressed if I'm not surrounded by work. So I keep doing it. There's no other reason for it. I should not be working, I should be holidaying. I should be, wearing shorts and t-shirts and relax with the kids, play with the dogs, go on the beach. I've got beautiful houses everywhere. I should go and relax, and my family's in Delhi enjoying. I should be there, but I'm like, no, let me finish this work. I'll have another 2 meetings. If I'm not working, I'll have a meeting for no reason. The meeting goes nowhere, but I want to do it. So I keep working. I just keep working, and I like it. I like, I said it in my book also, I'd like it to be that I should die giving the last shot. There should be, it should be, while I'm just acting, I just go off. So I have this strange, aggressive, passionate drive towards doing things. Work does not only mean films. It could mean, I tell my wife, see, I have nothing to do. Can you tell me, I'll set up my library, can I work there? She said, but the people who are doing it, no, I'd like to be there. So I like to go, can I arrange the clothes in the cupboard? I need to do something. So I'm not saying it has to be important work, it just has to be work. If suppose my guys told me today, we are constructing, today Sunday's off, will you, repair the windows? I would love to. I'll just sit down and start doing it. I'll wear my jeans and start doing it. So I like work.
We keep you busy.
Yeah, I don't mind being busy at all. I work best if I'm busy. If I have a lot of time on hand, I start thinking, and when I think, I don't come out with good things. I think I'm a labor class. If you can still have those distinctions, sorry I'm making those distinctions, but I'm the guy who, you give him a hammer, I'm good with that. You give me management stuff, mind stuff, I can't do it. I'm thick. I just want to work with hands. I have big hands, my kids say, and everyone who sees my hands, they say, you've got big workers' hands. So I like it like that. They're rough, they feel like workers' hands. I think there's a lot of dignity in working with hands. I want every youngster, at least my children, I want them to have the capacity, the guts, the honesty and the innocence to turn around and say, I don't know. I think it's the most beautiful sentence in the world, I don't know. If you can take pride in that, I don't know. I want to be an Indian. You sit down in a meeting and, I've sat in really big meetings and they say, this is what we plan to do. Do you understand? I said, no, I don't know. It's okay if I don't know. Tell me. Enlighten me. Because there's always going to be that much space in your head, your heart, that you need to learn more. So India means to me, I don't know, teach me. I want every youngster to have the guts and nobody to reprimand you. I don't want parents telling children, what, you don't know, I'll give you a slap. No, it's okay if you don't know. Because there is life to teach you. There is life to take so much from. Please, feel proud to be an Indian. Feel proud to say, I don't know. And that's what it means to me. So I tell everyone, just do it. Go wrong. And then say, why did you go wrong? I don't know. I gave it the best shot. And like you asked me in the beginning of the interview, how are you successful? I don't know. I really don't know. And I don't give a damn if I don't know. I'm happy not knowing as long as I'm doing. That's important. See, I believe in not knowing maybe, but I believe in doing. I've achieved all the luxuries of life, all the goodness of life just by doing, by knowing very little. But I do. And maybe that's what God made us for. Just go and do. In this world, just go and do. It's like sending you to Euro Disney. Just go and enjoy the rides. Just have a good time. Don't worry how it works. Don't think about what's happening. I want every Indian to believe that. Just enjoy the ride. Have a good time. Do things. Go wrong. Sometimes you feel sick after the ride. It's okay to feel a bit sick. It's all right. But just do it so that you have the full experience of life and come back. So whenever I'm given a platform, I tell them, see, I'm not going to be able to give you intelligent talk on this aspect of business that you're calling me for. But I can tell you about what I believe and what has worked for me. And I still don't know what has worked for me. But I will say by experience, this is what I did. So I believe being an Indian means the capacity to meet life head on. Go ahead and I'm not just talking about the big guys. I'm talking about every Indian should feel, let's go out. The lesser you have, there is more to get. It's nicer. So Indians have had less for a long time. So they should go out and ask for more, take more. There is a lot more to get. And you'll only be happy. It's nice to start off from scratch. So I think that's and it's proud to not have anything and then make it. I did. I'm very proud. I'm very happy. So it should be like that. I believe that's how Indians should be. My family is not very impressed by me, which is nice because then I keep working towards wanting to impress them. My wife is very supportive of what I do. Initially, when we started, she didn't know what I was doing. We are from Delhi. We are not from a film background like you know. And she was like a little wary because all you know about movie stars is that they sleep around and they party and they get drunk and they do drugs and then they destroy everybody's life around you and like again a stereotype. And so of course she was wary of what was happening. But as the years have gone by, I think she has started respecting the fact that what I do is just enjoy the work. And she has started enjoying it with me. But still, as far as my creative aspect is concerned, there are a lot of times, they don't like what I do. And my kids, I like the fact that they're not very impressed by me. I'm happy because it keeps me going. They know I'm a movie star. They just suddenly started realizing it in the last 2 years. They were too young. Earlier, they felt people are attacking their father when people came. They were like, why are they jumping on you? They used to get very scared in the cars and all. But now they have come to terms with it that I'm someone who's famous. But when I ask them, do you like Chuck there? Yeah, nice. And that's the best I get from them. You like Om Shanti? Yeah, first half very boring. Boring as hell, Papa. Second half nice. So I like the honesty and I don't try to change it. I've told people around me, never tell my kids to love me for my work. Of course, personally, they love me. I mean, they're mad about me. They don't think there's a better father in the world than me. But professionally, they are quite easy about my work. My biggest fear for my family in life, especially my kids, is that I hope they can live out of my shadow. They don't need to. My biggest fear is my fame onto them. I don't want them to ever fight that and say, oh, I'm better than my father. And I don't want them, least I want them is to get completely engulfed by it. That they don't need to do anything because they're my children. Fortunately, and in a certain sense, unfortunately, my name is big now. I would not be able to say this 5 years ago, but it's absolutely true that my name could spoil their lives. And I don't want that to happen. I don't want them to be actors just because I'm an actor. I want them to have, I would like to be known as their father. I would not like them to be known as my children. It's a fear, is what I work towards. I believe in good education. I want to give them the best education possible. I want them to understand hard work. That's all. Everything else, they have freedom of choice. I just want them to know, work hard, get out of the shadow of your dad, because your dad's shadow, anyway, he didn't deserve all this. So don't go by, that you're Shah Rukh Khan's children. Lately, in the last 2-3 years, because of the injury I had, I find them getting a little sensitive about my work. Earlier, it wasn't so. I can sense that they can sense I'm sad if things haven't worked out well for me in my work. Earlier, I never used to. I still don't bring my work home, but I know they can sense it now. I feel them a little down when I'm down, and I know they feel it's important that a father remains on top. I feel sad at times that they have to feel this pressure of my job. I feel sad because, see, I can take the pressure. I like it. I do it. One day it'll all go away and I'll be sad. I don't want, they're no part of this. They don't need to do this. I'm enjoying the spoils of my fame. They're not. They would have been my children either ways, and I would still love them. So why do they have to feel this pressure? So in that sense, I think the wife and the kids, I think they're strong people. I hope they remain healthy always. And I wish I did not. I know I bring in a lot of goodness in their life by being their father. I think a lot of goodness comes into life because of my fame. But I feel a little sad that they feel the pressure of my work. They're like, Papa, is the film a hit? I said, no, it didn't do well. Are you sad? Come back one day from school and my daughter says, oh, my friend said you're not a good actor. Are you a bad actor? And I'm like, no, I'm okay. I don't know how to explain things. Papa, you're the most handsome man in the world. I said, yeah. My friend said no. So I'm like, okay, maybe her father is better looking. I don't know how to explain a lot of things to them. But I can sense that they have a pressure. The pressure that their father should win, should be first, should be the number one, should be the biggest star in the world. And it's a little unfortunate. But they cope with it. I try to give them extra love and extra protection so they get unaffected by this, somehow. But I don't think I'll be able to avoid it. I think finally this will be perhaps a little sad aspect of my stardom. Otherwise all will be good. I know very truly I'm not a genius. I'm very clearly not gifted. And I know that the position I've reached is a position that should be given to a genius. It's not deservingly so. So the reason I'm good to fans or I believe in them is because one, I'm employed by them, so I'm like, thank you guys, you've been kind to me. So I'm returning that kindness. Or the second way to look at it is that, okay, listen, I'm really scared, don't go anywhere because I know I don't deserve it, but thank you so much. So, stick on. I'm just being, what do you say? I'm being kind to them for my own selfish gains. But whatever the case, I'm immensely grateful. I think it comes out of gratitude. It doesn't come out of any other reason. If I see on weekends, I have hundreds of people outside my house. Today, Sunday, a lot of people will come out in the evening, and I feel like going and meeting them all. My security with the gun says don't. But I want to meet them because, I'm like, I have to thank them. So I think fans are like how you feel in front of an ocean. Sometimes when you are so full of yourself, you go down on a beach and stand in front of the sea and realize how insignificant you are. And, all the importance in your house, in your well-upholstered rooms and your Louis Vuittons and your, BMWs, and you're like, oh God, I'm so powerful. And then you go and stand in front of the sea and you realize you're such an insignificant nobody in the larger scheme of things. Fans to me are like that sea. When I see them, I realize my insignificance without them. I want to go and stand with them and say, okay, I'm insignificant, but thank you for making me so significant, for making me so special. There is this feeling that, Germans are colder people. It's a misnomer. It's a wrong feeling. But this is like how Indians are dirty. So, you have these stereotypes everywhere. And I wouldn't deny that I wasn't part of that stereotype. And I'm like, and when I met them, it's only that I don't know the language. That's why I don't understand them. But they're so beautiful, the people. They were so nice. Actually, when I got off the airport, and I was walking down, there were 40, 50 Germans, and I was like really taken aback because I thought people in Germany meant Southeast Asians, but they were Germans. And I'm like, okay, this group has hired these people to make me feel nice. And I met them, and they couldn't express themselves. And when you can't express yourself to each other, you become gentle. And you don't know what to say, so you ask for an autograph. Like if you know the language, you say, I want your autograph, I want your autograph. When you don't know the language, you're gentle. So they're gentle with me. And I felt, how does this person relate to me? He's got golden hair. She's so fair. She's got blue eyes and doesn't know my language from anywhere. And I'm like, okay, and slowly I understood that language is not a barrier, and how easy it is to relate to someone. And so I'm suddenly in love with German people without even knowing Germany. So it's that kind of interaction which makes you feel very strangely close. And I don't like to call them fans. I mean, just to tell you one other word, I don't like calling people fans because I find it derogatory. I think I like to call them my employers. They're my employers. So I'm very thankful to German employers. And I just want to come and reach out and touch and meet everyone. And see, I'm also constructed by the parameters of the films I do. I do commercial cinema. My first point of view is that people should enjoy it. So sometimes, or many times, I have to subdue a lot of wacky thoughts. No, I need to just put the message across, laugh. I need to put the message across, cry. Forget everything else. Let's not get, like I was just telling you, when I see a film like Life of Others, I'm like, oh wow, this is beautiful. But do I have the guts to act like that? I don't think so. I think that's great acting. All three of the actors are beautiful. I loved what was done in that film, but I don't have the guts to do that. I'm too insecure to do a film like that. I'm like, no, I don't know if this will work or not. Yesterday I was sitting and saying, it was so quiet, the film. It was so silent. It was in 2 places maximum. And it was just so nice. It was so nice. It was just so, it made me feel simple lines like, anyone who likes this music can't really be so bad. So there's such nice lines and such beautiful people. I loved the people in the film, which means they were acting really well. They're beautiful people. I don't know how they are personally, but they were beautiful people. So I don't know if I can do something like that. I have no enigma around my acting. Fantastic film. Who's the actress?
The main actor died, unfortunately. The main actor, the officer, he died a few months ago.
How?
Yeah, he had cancer.
So
stomach cancer.
So that means he was like that while making the film also?
Yeah, he'd been ill for years, but he didn't tell anybody. And so everybody was wondering, because the film won the Oscar, and he was in Los Angeles, and everybody was wondering why he was so subdued. He sort of didn't seem to be over the top. And we did a special program on him. I think it was July or August. That was about the time when he died.
Fantastic actor. I think all 3 of them.
Yeah, Martina Gedeck, she's very good. The
beautiful.
lady.
So beautiful she is.
Robert De Niro. She was at the Berlin Film Festival last year.
So beautiful she was.
Yeah.
And even the gentleman, I don't know, I'm sorry I couldn't get the name.
I think it's
I think if I was just to philosophize it, I would say there is no difference. But truly it exists. I think it exists in the commerce of both the genres. I think entertainment is more commercially viable, is also more expensive to make. Because, see, I'll tell you what, there is a distinction. There is show business, which is about making sure you make a big, huge splash about the movie and get big, huge numbers of people to come and watch it in the first 2 weeks and get it over with. That is show business. You talk loudly about your product, get a lot of people to come in, and I think there's some great acting and performances and storylines in that also. Time and again, not always, because they have a more scientific approach that okay, A is equal to B, B is equal to C, and C is equal to business. So let's go and do this, which is good, which is very smart. A lot of thinking required to make a smart film which makes money. Means a lot of smart people. On the other hand, there is a film which is more from the heart, which also is very smart, because sometimes to analyze non-existing intangible things and put them into some kind of words and emotions is very difficult. To say something very heartfelt, it's very difficult to express heartfelt things in 2 dimensions, but people do it. Maybe it doesn't earn the money, but again, a lot of people who are feeling and a lot of smart people. So I think there is a distinction in terms of the business aspect. It's not very loud, it doesn't attract people too hard, it just lets you be, lets you see it, enjoy it, take back home more than the popcorn packet and say, okay, this is nice, I felt nice, and you discuss about it. As far as commonality is concerned, I think both are very smart people. Both are people who are very intelligent, wanting to say right things in a brief amount of time. As far as the business is concerned, there is a distinction, of course. It's a cheaper film to make. Somebody told me yesterday that, you know, a smaller film is nice because nobody else is important. Not the star, not the songs, not the marketing. The story is more important when you do a small film. So, you know, there will be discussion on that because I think even big film story is important. But I think the commonality is both of them are made by people who are very smart and feeling a lot. But the way to attract the audience is different. So there is a distinction, 100%. I personally enjoy the louder commercial cinema. I like Chak De also. I do that once in a year because it's nice to go there, nice to feel, nice to say, okay, we didn't have enough resources, but we were able to express. So I try to balance it amongst the 2 or 3 films that I do, that this is nice, okay, I just like to do it quietly. Sometimes I want to be loud, so I do the other one. But there is a distinction. I feel the distinction doing my scenes in those films. So of course there is a difference. There's a different way of portraying both the, even the same scene, I portray it differently in both the films. Who dubs mine? Pedro.
Your voice is very famous in Germany, not your voice.
I know.
But the German voice.
I don't know, I met him once in London,
Pascal
I think.
Breuer,
What's his name?
He's an actor called Pascal Breuer.
Okay, thank you, Pascal Breuer, for making me famous. Thank you, Pascal. I wanted to, yeah, I think I've met him, if I'm not mistaken. Because somebody told me in London, he's the one who does all the German dubs and also, it's really wonderful. So if Pascal, you do a film and you want it translated into Hindi, I'll dub for you. I also believe, see, people tell me that there's a globalization of Indian cinema. I think no, there is globalization of India. It's not cinema. Cinema is the face of a country. Normally, whenever a country is progressing, the first thing that comes to fore is its culture. We get to know about its culture first, because that is the packaging of the country. Perhaps even, arguably, the most interesting thing of a country for an outsider. You know, like if you're thinking of going to, say, Malaysia, or you're planning to go to Japan, or you're planning to go to Mongolia, or you're planning to come to India, the first thing that you want to know is, what are the people like? What do they wear? How do they dance? What language do they speak? So the culture is what is first you're interested in. You don't see, okay, let me just work out the economy and the Sensex figures of India before I go to India. Let me see if in the world map and in the loans from the IMF, you know, how much is Malaysia taking the money? You know, you go to visit a country, you want to like a country, you want to like the people, you want to like the people. The first thing that you get to know of them is the culture, or want to know is the culture. So I think India is globalizing. You know, they're taking over Jaguar and whatnot, Arcelor and everything. So, you know, when that becomes noticeable, people like to know about the culture of the country. I don't think, you know, sometimes people think Bollywood is responsible for taking India. I don't think so. I think India is responsible for taking Bollywood to the forefront. And after a couple of years, it will be accepted. Our films are like this. And the first attractive part of Bollywood is, what do? Oh, they sing and dance. Oh, wow. You know, we don't do that in our films anymore. I mean, you know, Life of Others, nobody's dancing. Actually, there's nobody in the film. There are very few people on the street. So you're like, oh, nobody's dancing in this film. So, you know, it's a new thing. It's like Kung Fu. It's like, you know, I see girls on the beach wearing bikinis in a foreign film. Like, oh, that's nice. You know, we don't have girls in bikinis on the beach in India. So it's the packaging. I'm not demeaning the status of my cinema, but I think this is what is true. It's my personal opinion. I may be completely wrong, and a lot of people can argue with it. But I think India is on the move. And when they tell me that India is going to take over the world market, I don't think so. I think we have the hugest market in the world after China. The world is going to come here. I'm completely going against the grain. I think, you know, when everything is coming your way, just stop to think for a moment, are you in the wrong lane? I think we are like that. Right now we are thinking we are heading out. No, actually the world is coming in. And we need to turn around and come back and say, we need to be here and be ready for the world. I need to give infrastructure to the world. I need to give stuff to the world. So when they come in, all that, they're not just going to come and have song and dance here. They need women in bikinis also. No, I'm just joking. But they need what all they're used to in the West. So I need to give that platform. If I truly want Indian cinema to grow, we are a world market right now. We have the maximum number of consumers, maybe after China. That's why the world is looking at us. And one of the other things they're looking at is this cultural part, the cinema part of it. I call it cinema culture. And you know, like, okay, there's a huge market, but Spider-Man's not done as well in India as it's done in South Africa or Japan. What is it? Why doesn't it do? Because we have a very strong Indian film industry. People are very clearly satiated with our cinema. We are able to fulfill the desires of Indian cinegoers with our films. They don't need anything from outside. So the outside people have to come and make that cinema if they want to earn money, because we have a big market. So I truly believe that is the thing. So when they put me on a platform and say, talk about globalization of cinema, I think it's very utopian. I think no country really goes and takes over the world. Those days are gone. I think the world comes to your country and spreads you to the world. And I think that is true globalization. I don't think it's the other way around, that India will own the world. Those days are gone when you sort of went to conquer the world. The world comes to you because you are offering enough space for them to come and grow further. That is what is going to be the conquest of the world now. That does your country allow me, like say your country allows me to come there and show my movies now. So I'm conquering Germany. You know, when you say, oh, it's not the other way around, that Germany came and took over my country and said, okay, we want your cinema. No, it's not like that. It's the love. It's the space that they give me. So if you're inviting me, if you're doing an interview with me, I feel love and I come there and I say, oh, wow, really nice. The last film I released, I got 2 theaters. Now they're offering me 20. You know, so they're offering me a platform to come and show my work. So it's beautiful. I think that's what is globalization. So it's like all barriers being broken. And inviting people to your country is globalization, not the other way around. So it sounds very nice. Indian cinema is on the threshold of breakthrough and going to take over the world, and oh crap. We don't even speak the world language. I mean, we don't do films in English. You know, that's the language people like to watch. I mean, that's the international language. So we have to accept it. We can't accept everybody's going to overnight turn around and speak in Hindi. Nobody is. You know, that'll be foolish. So I get a little bored saying, yeah, we're on the threshold. Our cinema is making inroads and waves, and we are going to take over the world. No, I think we just are opening ourselves to the world to come and participate in our market, participate on our platforms, like Germany is doing to our cinema. We are doing it to the world cinema. So please come and make films here. And I would love it if, you know, Germans came here and made their films here. And if I can offer you the infrastructure, if I can give you the camera you're used to, if I can give you the rooms you're used to, if I can give you the raw stock you're used to, if I can give you post-production that you're used to, well, you'll love to come here. So that is how we are globalizing. We are giving global, what the world is used to, kind of platforms for working here. That I think is globalization of India. What is actually with the same amount of pride that everyone takes pride in their own country? You know, it gives us a sense of being. I think by virtue of being born on a specific area of the world, you sort of feel ownership to it and feel owned by it. And it gives you, like, see, when you dive underwater, then you keep this little string attached to the boat because you need to come back. So I think everybody needs that security, and that security is offered by the country that you are born in. Whatever the status of the country, the situation, rich, poor, sad, bad, sometimes, you're very proud. Sometimes it gets misconstrued into wrong actions, but sometimes, most of the times, people are just very proud of like your house proud. You're very proud of your own space. You're proud of your desk that you work on. You're proud of the tools that you work with. So to me, being an Indian means that kind of pride. It means people tell me that because I was an outside in this business and I made it big, and I have been above board and I've been honest and hard work, the first 2 things that come out, people say mostly, truly or not truly maybe, I don't know, but people say, okay, he works hard, he's honest, he's, you know, creating a nice kind of empire for himself out of the work that he does. And I've been very, very open about telling young people there is no problem in desiring a lot as long as you deserve it. So work towards it. I want people to be rich. I want people to be famous. I want people to do well in their lives. I want them to feel once all the goodness and good things of life. If they don't like it, they don't need to use it, but they need to be having access to it. They should have the choice not to decide to have a big house or a small car. They should have the choice. I think everyone should have the choice. So whenever I'm given a platform, I'm very clear and I tell people that I would like to say this. If you think of me as a leader, I'm not only going to talk about the philosophy of life. I want to talk about the reality of life. It's good to want more, because how much ever you want, you're never going to get that much. It's good to be greedy for knowledge. It's good to be greedy for life. These are all aspects of life, but in a good sense. Work hard towards it. Don't be dishonest towards it. And whenever I'm called upon, like say Lead India campaign, so they said, what do you believe in? I said, I believe in doing. So circular campaign should be just do. Just get up and do. Don't just talk about it. Do it. Go wrong. I think I want every youngster, at least my children, I want them to have the capacity, the guts, the honesty and the innocence to turn around and say, I don't know. I think it's the most beautiful sentence in the world. I don't know.
You do know why you turned.
Sorry.
But you probably know why you turned producer.
Yeah, I know why I turned producer, because what was happening to me was I was wanting to do creative stuff from the parallel side, and whenever I wanted to do it, I was a big star. Everyone said, yes, 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 we'll do this. And I realized I'm imposing my beliefs onto other people's money. I was not putting my mouth where my money is. I wanted to put my mouth where my money was, and I said, okay, when I want to make a film, which I want to make, and I could sense, the guys were like, you really want to do this? We'll do it with you. And they would put the money and lose it. So I'm like, no, let me just make my own films. When I turned producer with Aziz and Jui, my friends, that time nobody was producing a film actually. So I said, okay, let's do it ourselves. Why are we scared? There was this gentleman sitting who was not from the world of cinema. And he said, but you guys are so talented, I'll put in the money. But we said, you don't do cinema business. He says, yeah, but I like you guys. I have faith in you. So we just looked at each other and said, oh, if there's an outsider has so much faith in us, why don't we have? Let's put our money where our mouth is, and let's do this stuff, whatever we want to make. So we made films which didn't do well. And I'm very proud to say, as a producer, I still haven't succumbed to what I believe I can do with others and earn money. I still make the films I want to make. So I make a Paheli, which doesn't do well, but goes for the Oscars. And I know I won't win it, but I follow it through. I would make an Ahsoka. I'm very proud of Chalte Chalte. I'm very proud of Om Shanti Om. With all the entertainment attached to it, it's a cult film. Nobody's done a film like this. And I wanted to make a film for the Western audience of what they think Indian cinema is, and make fun of it and tell them that, listen, I make fun of it too. And when Farah and me used to meet, she's done Andrew Lloyd Webber's Bombay Dreams, and when I go to Selfridges, I see people with side locks, and they still think Indians are like that. So I want to tell them, look, we were like that in the 70s, and we also laugh at it. So just don't think yourself superior that, oh, Indian cinema is loud and, it's got side locks and bell bottoms. And no, we are not. We make fun of it ourselves. And I thought the Western audience would understand and like it. They wanted to see this, so we're showing it to you. I want to tell you, we also laugh at our own cinema. We also think it's loud. We also think it's vulgar sometimes. We also think it's colorful. We also think that it's over the top. But you know what? We're very proud of it. We enjoy it, laughing at ourselves. A nation which can't laugh at itself is going to be doomed. So we are ready to laugh at ourselves. Of course, you pay a price. Sometimes people put cases on you, but that's okay. So I want to do films. I became a producer because I wanted to make films which a lot of other people may turn around and say, see, today everyone says, oh, you've made a lot of money. But people forget I made 3 flop films before I made 3 hit films. I lost a lot of money. I had to earn a lot of money, and all the money in that company is mine. And even now, we don't tie up with anyone. We make the film, we finish it, and then we show it to people and say, you want to take it, otherwise we'll release it ourselves. So I want to be a standalone producer who can have a certain kind of voice on his own, through the films that he makes. Plus, I believe in entertainment, so I will never make a film which is not entertaining, or at least I think is not entertaining. I will always want to, I'm an entertainer, so I believe in that, and as long as you entertain, you think you're an entertainer, you will earn the money. But I want to make films which have a little difference. I would have loved to make Chak De. Shimit used to work with us. I really wanted to make Chak De. Of course, he went away, he was signed with someone else, but I'd made Paheli, I'd make Ashoka, I'd make an Om Shanti Om, so I'm happy doing that. That's the reason I'm a producer. I don't count the money.
You did the special effects for Chak De, didn't you?
Yeah, we have a big setup now of VFX, which is my biggest business plan. I really think visual effects is going to be the next big thing in India, and I truly believe I want to be the best visual effects provider for the rest of the world when they come here. Like I was saying, to create platforms for the world to come and say, okay, oh, this is here, I don't need to bring it from back home, let's make a film here. So when a company from Germany comes to make a film here, I say, oh God, where do we get oh, this is good, this is nice. So I'm going to present to the world a state-of-the-art VFX factory or a company. So yeah, we have a big VFX. We've done Dawn, we've done Chak De, we've done Jhum Barabar, we've done Om Shanti Om. We do a lot of ads, a lot of good work, and now I'm planning a film which will be very visual effects heavy, so to make it look like a calling card for the company.
Railways.
No.
All of that I tried to research.
Now I'll tell you, my father, my grandfather was Iftikhar Ahmed. He was the chief engineer, Karnataka, Karnataka state, and he built the Mangalore port. He was educated in London and stuff, and he was one of the top engineers of our country. My father was the youngest freedom fighter of this country, and he fought for the freedom from the British, and he was jailed when he was 16 or 19, and he had a lot of friends. One of his friends or one of his very close associates, or maybe related to him, is General Shah Rukh, who is one of the leaders of the INA, Indian National Army at that time, with Subhash Chandra Bose. So General Shah Rukh is in a way very close to our family, as a friend perhaps, or maybe related also. But my father wasn't that. My father was Mir Taj Muhammad, who was a freedom fighter. And my grandfather was, from my mother's side, was a very educated, upscale engineer who made Mangalore port and did a lot of development for the southern state of Karnataka. And so that's, yeah, they're very interesting. My family is very interesting. My father was a lawyer, he was a freedom fighter. My mother was a magistrate and a social worker. My sister herself is MA in psychology, and we all weird. Yeah, I have an eccentric, strange family. Yeah. Oh, I'm immensely thrilled that Om Shanti Om is more than the film festival, and not deriding the importance of Berlin Film Festival. I've been invited there before, wish I could come, but they wanted 8-9 days. I can come for a few days because I'm working normally that time. That's the best weather to shoot in Bombay actually, Feb. So we normally are doing outdoor bits in Bombay, and I'm just so thrilled. I'm coming to Germany. I'll come for 2-3 days. I like to spend a lot of time with all the German people, teach them a few Hindi words. So to all the Germans who are there, I just like to I don't know any German words except Achtung, Achtung, and what else do I know? How do you say good morning?
Guten Morgen.
Good Morgen. Good Morgen, yeah. So I want to tell all the Germans that when I come there, you have to say, Aap kaise ho? And I'll say, Main bahut acha hu. So it'll be really nice to come down to Germany. I really look forward. I've been there once or twice. I think I'm one of the few actors who's been there so often on film work and to promote Indian cinema. So I single-handedly feel responsible that I'm the one who's been able to get all the love from the Germans. So I'm really thrilled that I'm coming to Germany. And I've been telling everyone, I'm looking forward to it, really looking forward to it. I want to spend some time. And is it cold that time there? Oh, so nice. I like the cold. And I get a lot of hugs from all the Germans, so it'll keep me warm. So I'm really looking forward to. And seeing you, I'm sure there are a lot of beautiful people in Germany. So I'm going to see a lot of beautiful people, and I hope they like the film also. So it'll be really nice to be in Berlin and in Germany.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.